Today is Tuesday, August 19, 2025. Time is 6 p.m. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and prayer.
You can bow your heads, please. Heavenly Father, we come to you in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ. We thank you for another day. We ask that you look over the firefighters as they go out and serve their community, that you bring them home safely. We also pray for their families at home, that you give them patience and waiting for them to get home from serving the communities. And lastly, we ask that you give this board wisdom tonight to make the right choices for our community, for our firefighters. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
Item number 2, establishment of a quorum. We have Commissioner Santana, Commissioner Diaz, Commissioner Avalos, Commissioner Glenn, and Commissioner Bernal present. Item number 3, the public must comment the board to speak on certain agenda items to the limit of 5 minutes. Public can comment by calling 915-213-3008 with a PIN code of 558-874-32# or in person with a sign-in sheet provided. Item number 4, consent agenda. Commissioners, anything you'd like to pull from consent agenda? I think it's only the minutes.
Second.
A motion by Commissioner Diaz, second by Commissioner Glenn. Commissioner Diaz? Commissioner Santana?
Aye.
Commissioner Avalos?
Aye.
Commissioner Glenn?
Aye.
Commissioner Bernal?
Aye.
Motion carries. Item number 5, discussion and action amending the fiscal year 24-25 budget to allow the hiring of 8 new firefighter positions. Commissioners, after talking to Mariana, she was recommending we don't amend the budget. We do have enough to cover the last month of this fiscal year on the regular payroll. So all I need is
So it's not an actual budget amendment because there's available funds in that line item. It's only 2 pay periods if that new employee were to start September 1st. So you don't need to we're not doing an actual budget transfer or anything like that.
Awesome. So I just need a motion to allow, if we can get the 8 firefighters now to hire them.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Diaz, second by Commissioner Santana. Commissioner Diaz?
Aye.
Commissioner Santana?
Aye.
Commissioner Avalos?
Aye.
Commissioner Glenn?
Aye.
Commissioner Bernal?
Aye.
Motion carries. Item number 6, discussion action on adopting the standardized color and striping for design of the entire fleet. Commissioners, this item was asked by Commissioner Santana because you all did give me guidance on the color of the trucks, but never really put it into the SOGs. So he wanted just to clarify and put it out there and what we're going to be doing. Because right now he brought up a good point. We bought a red and white, or we have red and black. Are we going to go all red? What are we doing?
Well, I really wanted to talk to the chiefs, get your opinion on this. This is something, it's a tradition. Everybody's been different. And one of the biggest things we did, well, Chief Esparza did, was to keep the units, the compartments similar, not identical, and that was excellent. Now, standardizing the color and striping. What do you think, Chief?
Can you turn on your mic? The green button at the bottom. Right there, so as long as the button is green.
Got a red light.
Yeah.
Commissioners, I'd agree with, I agree with the color. I understand that it's more cost effective to purchase the color of the truck, the same color or all the same color, and when we move them around, we have some uniformity there. For example, we have a truck from Sanelli, truck from Socorro, right, and it would alleviate some of that uniformity. However, I would like the striping at least to be different, so we could keep that tradition, how you had said. And that's when because that was my intention with the yellow striping. With the understanding that a yellow fire truck would be more cost ineffective for you guys, and for the community as a whole, right? So I think as the fiduciary responsibility we have is to be um careful with the way we spend money, and I understand and I agree that maybe purchasing a custom color is maybe not necessary, but striping, I don't see how that would be too expensive. We don't change trucks too often to where that would break a budget or anything like that. The trucks that we do have, and they are restriped, we'll keep them for, I mean, at least unless there's something I don't know, we keep them for a couple years, several years. And yeah, that's my 2 cents is just the striping. I agree with the red. I mean, it's I'm not gonna die on that hill, but I'll die on the striping hill.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
and of course, they're gonna keep the shield, right, there.
Yes. Commissioner, I'm gonna agree with the chief. I have no issues with the striping. The only time that we should look into the striping is when I'm gonna use them as an example, right? We put a truck there and we were gonna transfer that truck to somebody else. We've already paid to transfer that truck to him, and we striped it to him. Now we're gonna take that truck and take that striping out and put it to somebody else.
Mhm.
That's when it gets pricey. But when we are buying the truck brand new, I'd be okay that if it's going to that department, it's only gonna get pricey when we start moving to the allocation that we need. That's the only time. And that's, I'm gonna say right now that we might not even have that problem right now because we have that truck that's probably gonna be replaced to something else and we're gonna give that to probably another department.
Mhm. Chief Lee?
If I may, I think it's very important that each department has their own identity. I mean, you look at the military, they have their own patches, they have their own identification for each branch and so forth. These departments been here before we started,
Yes, sir.
and I think it's important that they stand out accordingly.
I do think we do need to set a standard of color. What is it that you all wanna say, red and white, red and black, red and gray, all red,
This last truck that we just received,
Red and
or
white.
Montana Vista,
red and white?
with, it's all red with a white stripe, or?
The only thing we changed on it, because he did ask and I agreed, is that to make it match the other new truck that we had, we painted the cab white.
Okay,
But that was done out here separately. Not to the piers. Everything else was already done prior to us buying the truck.
and what would make more sense, I mean, if we're just doing it to save money, we just get all red, I mean, do we get red and white, or what, how do they come out now, what are they
Well, right
doing?
now, I'll be honest with you, since COVID, we've been buying whatever's coming off the
Right,
line, right?
yes,
Unless we can catch it before the pre-built that the truck is going, we can dictate the color. But this truck, we bought it red, all completely red. And I agreed with them to make it match the tanker we just bought them, what, 2 years ago? Maybe 2 years ago. So we had the top painted white and it was encompassed within the price of the truck. So we really
Mhm.
we didn't really spend a lot of it, right? The only thing right now is for us to take the current striping out and put a new one, which right now I would say it makes sense. The
Yes.
problem is gonna be when we send that truck to there and then, oh, we need that truck somewhere else, and then we have to take that to put something else.
So that's what I was saying is like how, I mean, unless you're switching trucks on a weekly or monthly basis, I mean, how,
we don't plan to.
yeah, right, like,
So again, I don't foresee that we're gonna have it. We were about to have that problem, but I don't foresee that we're gonna have that problem right now. So I think we should leave it as is. Except the only one thing that I do want you to solidify is what colors do we want? That way we don't run into this issue. Are we gonna say red and white, red and black, all red? So that we standardize every vehicle in our fleet that come out.
Again, I think the colors somewhat dictate to the department. Some of them have black tops, some have
But-
white tops.
But we're trying to standardize the whole district to the red, a whole red, because they were yellow. Then we're gonna change
So
them.
I
We're gonna
understand.
change
Right.
everybody to match one single Because we have the next department that's probably gonna get truck, it's all white.
When is not considering the accident that we had with our most recent accident, when was our next vehicle? Our next
Probably
bumper?
next
part?
year,
Just one,
just one.
and it would have been for Clint
It would have been, no, for Socorro,
or Socorro.
the truck that's running the most.
What's your recommendation, Chief? What?
I'm okay with whatever you all choose. To me, a red truck, red and white, black and, to me, it doesn't really matter. I mean,
Well, the reason I ask, when is our next fire truck coming up? Are we gonna do it again to just buy what they have? Cause that's kind
No,
of
no,
been doing out of necessity, mind you.
yeah.
But, can we start asking for particular
Well,
colors?
that's what I'm saying. Like right now, if I were to have to replace that one truck, there's already trucks in the line painted a certain color, right? And then we could do the same thing if you all choose to say red and white. We can have the white painted outside of there. But moving forward, the only thing that we'd have to pay over here is the striping. Because the striping is most likely already done while it's moving down the line.
So it sounds insignificant, but anytime I see a department anywhere in the country or out of the country, it's so neat to see how their identity, how they, even just El Paso, they changed to that gunmetal gray or, so maybe it's not that insignificant, at least not to me. I mean, do we say just red trucks with a particular stripe depending on the department? Of course, their badge on the
Yeah, yeah,
doors.
that's what I'm saying. I just want to make sure that you all solidify. You want to say
What we're
red
gonna
and
do.
we go with their striping, right? And I'm okay with that. We go red and white.
Yeah, like Fabens, they like the black, it would be a black stripe if they want.
No, that's what I'm saying, but we're talking only the paint.
Yes, uh-huh. No, it's so that would be the variance, the badge and the stripe.
So
Would that be okay?
let me ask one question. You get a truck off the floor and and you all voted on red. And this truck has a white cab. Are you gonna paint it red?
I'm sorry?
In other words, if we decide to go, that all our trucks are gonna be red, and you go to Pierce and pick up a truck, and it's got a white top, you're gonna turn around and paint it red. So why are we going through this? If the department has a white top and a red truck or whatever, then that's what we go with. And if another department has a black top, then
Because I think the whole idea of this is that we're gonna standardize the trucks so that we all look the same throughout the district. That's what the original guidance that's why we switched Montana Vista to begin with. Because that way any truck, and I'm gonna give him credit for that. The only issue that we have to look for, and I've had this conversation with him, is right now he's the chief and he wants that yellow stripe. We need to figure out how to solidify that because when another chief comes, he wants to change it. And it's already happened. That's happened to current chiefs that I want this stripe like this and I do it like that. And then you know what? I didn't like it. Can we switch the fleet to this? To me, I don't think that's cost effective to us. So we do need to solidify how we're gonna do this. Because to his defense, I did say I would do it. And as a matter of fact, I just had a meeting with these people today, but I wanted to look good because I don't like the way the Bumper 502 looks right now, right? So to me right now is to get that truck in service. I will deal with the striping as soon as they get me the right of what we're looking for. And that's not an issue. The issue is one, the colors, right? All our trucks look uniform across ESD number 2. And number 2, how often will we allow this or do we want them? Because I had him, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, solidify this in your bylaws, right? That this is the standard and that it should take the majority of the vote of your members to change it, not the chief. Because that's crazy, and it's happening right now. We had a department that right now We have their standard logo. Oh, by the way, we just changed it. So now we want to change all of them.
So like Chief Clinton mentioned, we need a truck right now and we can't order one because it's gonna take 3 years to get. But they say, hey, we got one right here, right now. It's not the colors that you guys are buying, but
And
do
most
you
of-
want it?
And most
What
of the
would
time
that
we'd
be?
have to paint it.
Then we'd have to paint it. And,
That's what I'm saying. We,
yeah,
right now, the standard is red. Every manufacturer puts out a red truck, right? Unless we want red and white, red and black, or red and something else, standard red will be coming out the line. If it's a stock truck, it's all red.
all red.
What's the most common? So the red isn't the most common?
Most common,
All red.
all red.
I have no issue with all red. I think that's. And I think like you guys were saying, they should keep their stripe, obviously their shield, absolutely.
Okay.
So now what you need direction is how often are we gonna let them change or are we,
Change their logos, change their patch, because it's costing us money. I'm going through that right now. I have a department that says we have a patch, which is, let's say that one right there, but their logo is different. I don't even know what that means.
Oh, yes.
that's exactly what I was thinking, Chief, Commissioner Glennon was take it out of their ink. If they want to change it, comes out of their ink. I think that's fair. Right?
To me, that's, I mean, like,
How
Re-
often have they changed it though? Because we just changed ours, which was, I've been here 12 years and it had never been changed.
Yep.
So I think also you need to ask that question. How often are they changing it? Is it every 5 years, 10 years,
We-
15 years? I mean,
no, so their logo just, in the department that I'm talking about, we just did all their vehicles in the last 5 to 10 years to one standard. Now they're looking for a second.
Change it. But on the vehicles though, on the fire trucks? Yeah, that's. Yes,
The small vehicles, it's a lot different because most fleet vehicles are white.
so we're gonna stick to that on the fleet
If
vehicle?
you give me guidance to say all small vehicles with the exception of the Chiefs should be white and the other vehicles should be red, and that's, we can order those, but we don't really have a problem with those. But most fleet vehicles are all white. Which is when we want them, right now, it's white, what they have are black and red. The other colors are very rare to have issues with. Unless you want El Paso water blue, then those are custom.
No.
All the trucks are white and they paint them all blue. So you really want?
It's a pretty blue.
So I think right now we should be, focusing on the solidifying the color. If y'all give the guidance of all red, I'm okay with all red. I personally did like the red and white. I think it looks classier.
Mm-hmm.
Because even the tankers came with the white, right? This tanker you guys have.
The tanker
The
is
tanker you guys just bought.
red, all red,
The cab is white, isn't it?
all red.
Yeah,
I'll go check right now.
go send you a picture.
What are you gonna pay?
Like I said, it's just so that we start now moving forward. There'll be no question on what guidance y'all get. I'm okay with all red too. It's the most
Yeah.
standard color that comes out of the, Factory.
Yeah, that's. I'm afraid to vote on something like that. It's, I don't know. What would be you're choosing the color right now,
you're the only one that showed up, make it count.
not yellow, but.
Make them all yellow. I would say the red and white, because I believe that there's already more of that in our fleet.
Okay.
Like the Quint we received from Socorro was white and red, or red and white, whichever one. And I want to say most of the other red trucks have white cab. To you guys.
Now that's tricky, because right now, all the Quints that are coming out of stock are red and black.
But the ladder is black, no? But
The ladder is black
But the cab is.
And they're all red with a.
with the black.
Yeah. That'll be the exception.
Yeah. But other than that, it, like I said, looks more traditional if you ask me, the red and white.
I agree. But we should agree on something. We need to. As far as changing, the department wants to change their badge, their shield. If it's within, and this is just a suggestion, within, I don't know, 5 years. Yeah, of course, they should do it. If it's that important to them, out of their ink. But how long do we have the trucks? Well, we should be having them ideally every 10 years, so.
Yes.
I don't think we should even be worrying about changing them, but no, the chief can change at any time.
Yeah, that's the only concern that I have. It's like, I'm gonna give you an example, me, right? That new logo took your vote to change it.
Mm-hmm.
Unless the 5 commissioners vote to change that, that is never gonna happen because I say so.
Mm-hmm.
But over there, right now, in most departments, they can because the chief says so. I don't like that logo, or I don't like that striping that I picked 5 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, we can't be.
So do you need directive from us to tell the chiefs in
No.
order to change the logo, it must be a majority vote?
Well, no, that I can deal with them, but right now, the agenda item is choose to solidify the color. And the striping, you can leave that out and I will deal that with them.
Okay.
Because if the truck comes new from the factory and I can get it there, it's gonna come how we agreed,
Mm-hmm.
right? The only issue is like right now, this one is already here. I was gonna say, I did tell you, right, 30 days probably to get it up and running. Now I'm pushing myself in 2 weeks to get it going. So because we're gonna take this stuff off the other truck and put it in this one. But I will deal with the stripe. I already talked to the vendor that's already being worked on. But right now, what we should solidify is the color of the vehicle.
Other vehicles. Yeah, department, so it's big enough, our fleet's big enough to where it will be very difficult to always have them standardized, but red and white sounds nice to me. Just a suggestion, and as far as the stripe, I think they should have that choice, per department, their stripe and their badge.
Fine with me. Yep.
That's my motion.
Second.
There's the motion by Commissioner Santana for red and white trucks. And I have a second by Commissioner Avalos. Commissioner Diaz,
Aye.
Commissioner Santana,
Aye.
Commissioner Avalos,
Aye.
Commissioner Glidden,
No,
Commissioner Bernal.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item number 6, discuss and approve the next meeting to take place on Tuesday, September 16, 2025 at 6 p.m. via web. Commissioners, I would ask that we leave that for now, but I'll talk to Commissioner Santana, see what his thoughts are on this current truck that we have out back.
Oh, yes, sir.
We'll discuss, maybe we'll have one special meeting with one item.
Yes, sir.
So no September meeting then?
We'll leave it as is, but if we have to have a special meeting for this one truck, then we will go from there. You have a motion to keep September 16, 2025 at 6 p.m.?
second,
We have a motion by Commissioner Diaz, second by Commissioner Glenn. Commissioner Diaz,
aye,
Commissioner Santana,
Aye.
Commissioner Avalos,
Aye.
Commissioner Glidden,
aye.
Commissioner Bernal.
Aye.
Motion carries. Adjournment at 6:24 p.m.